Hello students, welcome to my video number 73, and I am going to continue with this lesson instead of the war drum. So before continuing, we have to see we have to recall what all we did in the previous video. Now you all must be remembering that the lesson is based on Buddhism and also on Emperor Ashoka. We see how much ambitious he was and lot many things related to him we have learnt in this the beginning part of the lesson. So let us see what happens next. Now we also need to recall that he wanted to bring about a kingdom called Kalinga under his territory, under his control, and this kingdom of Kalinga was not ready to surrender to him, so he declared a war. Now let us see what happens. The Kalinga war was bloody and horrific. The people of Kalinga fought bravely, but they were overpowered by Ashoka's large army. Kalinga was plundered and destroyed. The edicts that survive say that as many as 1 lakh people were killed in the war. So the war that he declared on Kalinga was very much terrifying, very much horrific, and the people of Kalinga, they fought bravely. Like when the soldiers were all killed, the people of Kalinga, they joined the war and they started fighting against the powerful army of Ashoka, but they could not defeat them. They were overpowered by Ashoka's large army. And then the whole kingdom of Kalinga was plundered. Plundered means it was looted and destroyed. Every individual was killed, and it is said that in the edicts it is mentioned, edicts means the proclamations. There it is mentioned that as many as 1 lakh people were killed in the war. Now that's a huge number. It was a great destruction, great loss of life. When the war finally ended, Ashoka looked around him and saw hundreds of corpses on the battlefield. Instead of feeling happy about extending his empire further, he found himself feeling sad about the loss of life and property. He sought to never wage war again. So this is what we have already also know about it, that after the war, Ashoka was very much sad when he saw the dead bodies and the pool of blood there on the battlefield. He felt very much sad and depressed, and after that he sought to never to fight any war and never to get into such kind of war. So that changed his life entirely. He was very much sad at the loss of life and property that he witnessed there in Kalinga. This realization led to Ashoka's conversion to Buddhism, and he made it the state religion. Now, when he realized such a massive loss of life that was there due to his war, his heart changed, and then he converted to Buddhism. He started propagating the religion of Buddhism, and he made it a state religion. He banned hunting. Now, after that, several steps he took to bring about peace and prosperity in his kingdom. He banned hunting, he did not like killing of animals as well, so he banned hunting, drew up a list of protected animals, and even urged his subjects to stop eating meat and turn vegetarian. So he also, this is one of the principle of Buddhism, so he urged his subjects means the people of his kingdom, to stop eating meat and turn vegetarian. He visited several sites important to Buddhism as well. On visiting Lumbini, the birthplace of Gautam Buddha, Ashoka erected a pillar with an inscription saying that the village was exempted from paying tax. He took another step. When he visited Lumbini, the birthplace of Gautam Buddha, there he erected a pillar in which it was inscribed, that means kind of order, kind of command, that the village was exempted. Exempted means it was free from paying tax. So that was a major step taken by him. We can see that to what extent his heart had changed and how much sympathetic and noble he had become from his heart. True to his word, Ashoka decided to Ashoka dedicated the rest of his life to popularizing Buddhism. Today, almost 70% of all Sri Lankans practice a branch of Buddhism, and 400 to 500 million people around the world follow Buddhism, a living proof of Emperor Ashoka's change of heart. So this is what we know that he had done a lot to popularize and to spread the religion of Buddhism. So this is all, like in various parts of the world, he had sent many monks to preach the principles of Buddhism, and that is why this is mentioned here that 400 to 500 million people around the world follow Buddhism. Thus, that is the living proof of Emperor's Ashoka's change of heart. Living proof, that is still we can get this proof that to what extent his heart had changed. So this is what this is here we end I end my video. Now after this we will have to see what are the things we're going to write in our notebook. After writing the name of the lesson, you will be writing a short summary, and then you will draw any picture related to the topic, related to the content of the lesson given here. Anything, you can draw a Buddhist monk, you can draw the temples of Buddhism, or anything that you find here in the chapter, you can draw accordingly. And then you will write down the word meanings given here, and after that question answers. So let us see what questions are given here. Here what we see, under A we have an extract given with 3 questions. The extract is, his father Bindusara did not like him very much, so Ashoka decided to prove himself. Question 1 is, why did Ashoka's father dislike him? Now Ashoka's father disliked him because he had some skin disease, because of which he didn't look nice. His appearance was not nice. So his father disliked him. Why did Ashoka want to prove himself? He did not like that kind of attitude of his father. He wanted to prove himself that he was a good warrior and a good human being. So he wanted to change the impression of his father, or the kind of love or the kind of feelings the father had for him. He wanted to change that and turn it into love. So that's why he wanted to prove himself. Third question, how did he prove himself? He proved himself by becoming a very fearless warrior. After he started practicing a lot, and he became a very fearless warrior. So that's about it. Now these are the questions, MCQ based questions, where you get 3 options, and when you will go through, you will find they are very simple questions. So I am leaving the questions for you to complete. These 4 questions are given here on MCQ type. So you all are going to complete these one. Now let us see what is given under C. Answer these questions. In this we have 6 questions. So let us see first one, what it is asking us. First one is saying, what are Ashoka's edicts and why are they important? Now Ashoka's edicts, we know it's given in detail here, but you will have to write down in your own words. So here it's mentioned here given, inscriptions have also been found on boulders and in caves. In all, 33 such inscriptions have been found, which are collectively referred to as Ashoka's edicts. And why are they important? This is also mentioned here. Change the language here and write down yourself whatever you get from this paragraph about edicts and their importance. Like you can see the inscriptions on the edicts were so important because they proclaim Ashoka's belief in the Buddhist principles of Dhamma or non-violence, his intention to win over people by good deeds. They also talk about his social efforts to protect his subjects, both humans and animals. So you will be taking hints from this paragraph and writing the answer. Next one you have. Second question is, why was Chand Ashoka a well-deserved nickname for Ashoka? Now, this was a well-deserved nickname for Ashoka because he was a fearless and a fierce warrior. That's why this nickname was a deserved one. Third one, describe the incident that transformed Emperor Ashoka. This is also we have learnt here, and I'm going to give you the para where it is given, and you're going to make out what has to be written. Now we know that the war that was declared on Kalinga, in that 1 lakh people were killed in that war, and when the war ended, this para is given here. You have to take hints and write down from here. Don't copy the exact words. Try to write it yourself. Change the sentences and form the sentences yourself. Ashoka looked around him and saw hundreds of corpses on the battlefield. So this is, you will mention, instead of feeling happy about extending his empire further, he found himself feeling sad about the loss of life and property. He saw never to wage war again. So this you are going to change. Don't copy the exact words as I said. Next you have, what were the ways that Emperor Ashoka adopted to avoid violence altogether? Now, these are also mentioned here. What are the ways? What he did, he made Buddhism as the state religion. He banned hunting, drew up a list of protected animals, and even urged his subjects to stop eating meat and turn vegetarian. He visited several sites important to Buddhism as well. So these were the different things he did after getting converted to Buddhism, and following complete non-violence. To avoid violence and following complete non-violence, he started following all those rules and asked his subjects, that is the people of his kingdom, to follow those rules. Question 5. A tolerant person shows respect for the rights, opinions and practice of others. How was the Battle of Kalinga an example of Emperor Ashoka's intolerant nature? Now that the Battle of Kalinga is an example of Emperor's intolerant nature, because this kingdom was not ready to surrender, but Emperor Ashoka was determined to bring that kingdom under his control, bring the territory of Kalinga under him, and include it into his empire. So this shows that he had an intolerant nature. He wanted anyhow to bring the kingdom of Kalinga under his control and under his empire. So that shows that he had an intolerant nature. Question 6. How did Emperor Ashoka change to become a tolerant king after Battle of Kalinga? Explain in about 100 words. So this is something you are going to explain yourself, taking the hints from the lesson and whatever knowledge you have from your history lesson. Write down this answer in about 100 words. So I end my video now here. Complete your question answers in your copy and watch the video nicely to make it understand to yourself. So I'm ending it here. Take care everybody, and God bless you all.